From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
To throw again on second down. Brissett. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Play fake. Brissett. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. Caught out left side by Robinson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll send Brown in motion right. And in the air once more, it's Brissett escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short. They elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. 4th down, Brissett. Completes it to Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Lawrence. Gonna hook up over the middle to Pryor. He's got the first down and more. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Lawrence will throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. That's taken on the 25. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, first and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second and 11 now. Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble and second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Now that's mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now Lawrence to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
Here we go.
8 yards to go on second down. On play action, Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a third and long. Now Lawrence. That is caught at the 7. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now receiver in motion left. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This is taken just shy of the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Hey, kill.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Brissett sets to throw it. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. At their own 15. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lawrence on 3rd down. Pryor has it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. Again, it's Lawrence. A that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Able to connect with Dotson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The slot man in motion right. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hey, kill.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. They'll send Brown in motion right. Brissett's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago. Antonio Gibson with it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Only 7 players crossed 1,000 yards rushing last season, and one of them was Gibson, who made a big jump forward in his 2nd season. Entering his 3rd campaign, he cemented himself as one of the building blocks for the Commanders.
Now left side on the swing pass. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence.
And some space here.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
A good pickup there at 22.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne,
36 yards.
And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Hey, kill.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Brissett.
He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow.
Slide for the PAT.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Second down and a run by Robinson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's got Rome. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opening. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Commanders, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a chance at redemption.
Anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real suck. Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. CGOD baby, no that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the bike and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking a from my who ain't heavy. I'm the bitch and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a do it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands down here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavy, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold.
Yeah.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Full from all of the bass. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi, my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca kid. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting band, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band, young Crystal King, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl. I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia